So she came back today from being plastic blasted, then mineral blasted, then epoxy primered. Um, so it is kind of confirmed that it's going to need two new panels. Someone else has done some work on it. So we're probably going to replace the quarter panels from the body line down. But there's more work than we thought, which we knew was going to be the case after seeing it blasted. Inside, under here, it's the same on the other side. The back wheel well, probably left and right trunk floors. I think the center's okay. The top's up there is bad. This is new. I didn't know that was going to be there, so we'll cut that out. As much work as it is, there are actually areas that don't need work. You can see that someone has already put a quarter panel on here. Not really done a great job with it. So they cut all these access panels so they can get in there and blast. And it actually does look pretty good in there. So I'm happy about that. There's some shoddy work that was done before. Just a little bit there. So underneath the rear seat, I'll just probably replace that whole section. And then probably the front sections here of the floor. I already knew the dash was rusted out, so I've got another dash piece and another cowl. That whole cowl's coming out and being replaced. But most of the firewall is all good. The body mounts are good. Underneath, I'm gonna have to replace some of the transmission tunnel because it was a 4-speed car. Now it's gonna be an automatic. Big block. And this is gonna be fun, which I already knew that was there. Some of it I may try to fiberglass, and some of it the bad stuff will cut out. But that's it. There's no more surprises, and that's what I was hoping for. This thing is back, and we're ready to go to work doing the metal work on it. There's the frame. I went over all the frame, grinded off all the old crap from the factory, and re-welded almost every weld on this thing because the factory welds were just crap and they were coming apart. I missed a couple here. I gotta go back and hit those. These main side rails, you could see daylight through them. They were barely welded on. So I went over everything. The A-frame here, there was a section from there to there that was completely broken away about 1/4 inch. So I C-clamped it and re-welded it. But yeah, I went through this whole thing. The rear cross member was busted out here and here, and I had to do quite a bit of work to patch that up and get it back where it's supposed to be. So now, before I move on with reinforcing it, I have to take it to a frame shop because from that corner to that corner, it's a 1/2 inch off. The other squares are good. There's a square from here to here that's also a 1/2 inch off. From there to there, I think it is. So the frame's had some accident because this whole front piece here has been welded back on. So I'll have them put it on a rack and verify that it's straight before I move on and start reinforcing it with plates. But we're making progress. There's my clamp I made for my porta power. And the sun is bright, I can't even see. There's all my plates. I got a sheet of 1/4 inch, but it easy dropped off some 1/2 inch and 3/8. And here's my little welding rig. that I'm doing all of this with. Like I said, I'm new, I'm a garage welder, but I'm learning and I'm trying to get there. So, like I said, no more surprises. She's back. I've got some work to keep me busy for a few months. All right, thanks.